Hello everyone and welcome back to my B&B Everyday YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. At the Precipice house, Steffi asks Finn what he's thinking about. He says he's realizing that there's a lot he hasn't dealt with involving his parents' split. It all happened so snappily. Steffi asks if he thinks there's a chance they could get back together. She points out her father wasn't always faithful, and it worked out for her parents. Finn doesn't suppose his mama will be suitable to trust his pater. Again. In Lee's office, she hisses at Jack to stop gaslighting her. Both of you. I'm not an idiot. Jack tells her that what she's insinuating no way happened. Lee asks if he has no shame. For formerly in his life he should tell the verity. Are you Luna's father? Jack and Poppy deny it, but Lee doesn't believe either one of them. She declares that Jack had another love child with one of his concubines, only this time it was her family. At Bill's place, Luna lurks as Liam complains to this father that he's not acting like himself. He rants about him locking the door and segregating himself in the manse. It's veritably Howard Hughes. Bill scoffs at this, but Liam pleads with him to talk to him. Am I right? Does this go back to what happened with Poppy and Luna? Liam isn't trying to be nosy. Bill thinks he's being nosy but admits that Will was there asking the same questions. Luna, lurking, smiles. Liam says his family is intuitive and knows commodity is going on. Bill says they don't need to worry about him, but he appreciates how important his boys watch about him. He doesn't take it for granted. Liam persists, so am I right? He lost commodity that he allowed. Was his, that's Luna. Is it about Luna? He reminds his pater that she played him and made him suppose he'd a son. Bill is trying to move past that negative thinking. Liam scoffs at the term negative thinking, considering Luna boggled two people, kidnapped Steffi and tried to frame her mama. It's a good thing she's in jail. Liam can still see the scars on his father's face. Bill shrugs, perhaps. I don't know. Liam says he'd her living there, he can still feel Luna's energy in the living room. Bill gruffly says he has everything under control. Liam urges his pater to go visit Luna at the captivity for check. In Lee's office, Jack tells his ex-wife that nothing happened between Poppy and him. Poppy denies it as well. Lee isn't buying it. Jack insists this is a line he wouldn't cross. Lee recalls that she was working 24-hour shifts when Poppy showed up. Suddenly, they were home alone together with Finn every night. Jack reminds her he was slammed at work too. Lee accuses Poppy of helping herself to her hubby. Jack tells her she sounds crazy. Lee tells him he can deny it all he wants. Moment, we're going to know the verity. At the Precipice house, Finn tells Steffi his pater really meddled up. It's hard to look him in the eye knowing how important pain he has caused his mama. His heart goes out to her since she learned about Sheila. Steffi asks if he thinks Jack betrayed Lee with other women. Finn's learned that with his father anything is possible. I don't have an answer. I hope not. But on the other hand, would I be surprised if my pater cheated on my mama with someone differently? No. At Bill's place, Liam knows his pater isn't a big addict of bearing his passions, but he knows he wanted a son, and Luna misled him by switching the maternity test. Also, she burned him and killed her real father. Bill doesn't want to reappraisal this. Liam suggests seeing Luna in captivity would bring him some check. Bill thanks him for making a fuss, but I'm good. I promise. He tells Liam he has work to do. Luna scurries off as Liam heads to the door. He asks his pater to lock the door behind him. You know I know what crazies are around. Bill locks the door and also tells Luna that was a close call. He doesn't like hiding effects from his kiddies. Luna admits it made her a little sad to hear Liam talk about her. Bill restates that she tricked him and Tom is her father. In Lee's office, Jack tells his ex-wife when she called him over there. He hoped she was softening and missing him. Lee thinks he's sounding shamefaced. Jack says she's sounding crazy. Poppy throws her hands up. Jack isn't Luna's father. Jack insists they've no way done further than clinch. Lee doesn't watch what either of them say. They're going to find out the verity whether they like it or not. With that, she snaps on a brace of rubber gloves. At Bill's place, Luna tells him that what she did haunts her every second of every day. She keeps replaying it in her head and it's like she's watching a movie. It isn't her, it's someone differently. A total monster she doesn't indeed fate. She takes full responsibility. Bill thinks her knowledge trauma played a big part. Luna wanted to feel safe and defended, but can't understand why she felt the need to hurt so numerous people. She'd take it back if she could. Bill hopes that how she really feels. Luna insists she does. Bill tells her he does see a difference in her. Luna tells him that his kindness makes her want he was her father indeed more. In Lee's office, Jack tells Isaac's wife he's leaving now. She grabs his arm. Not so presto. She sayn't stay presently. Sit down, Jack. We're going to get to the bottom of this formerly and for all. She orders him to sit in the president and roll up his sleeve. He says, this is ridiculous. She pinches him doubly and takes his blood. Poppy demurs that she's got this all wrong. Lee holds up Luna's blood and says she deserves to know who her father is further than anyone. She's doing a maternity test and soon she'll know if Jack is Luna's real father. Poppy looks freaked out. Carter Walton and Daphne Rose will celebrate once they make this collaboration functionary. It'll bring some close moments as Daphne purrs to Carter about how happy she's to be working together. Carter and Daphne might indeed pop open a bottle of bubbly at Daphne's request. Daphne and Carter could toast to this successful cooperation, so we'll see where Hope Logan fits by all this. Could Hope find herself feeling like a stranger looking in? Hope might catch Carter and Daphne having a little private party for two, so perhaps she could witness some flirting and end up taken suddenly. Of course, Hope might stuff down any covetousness and tell herself there's nothing to worry about. Carter will no doubt do some celebrating with Hope at some point too, so she might push away any enterprises that bubble up about Daphne. Still, Steffi Forrester will come decreasingly convinced that her plan is working like a charm. The nearer Daphne pulls Carter, the further Steffi's going to believe that she can pull off her scheme. It seems likely Steffi will mess with Hope's head along the way. Steffi could play mind games and add to Hope's precariousness about Daphne as this plot moves forward. So stay tuned for updates on the coming phase of her plot. Meanwhile, suckers will see the fate of the maternity reveal in Lee Finnegan's office. It looks like Lee will reel over the news that Jack Finnegan is Aunt Luna Nozawa's biopater. After all, but who's her real father? Our prognostications allude that John Finnegan may be Luna's father rather. A wild explanation could be brewing from Poppy Nozawa ultimately, so don't miss all the marvels to come. Eventually, there could be more close calls brewing at Bill Spencer's manse. How long will it take for Luna to get fractured on house arrest? Will all the maternity drama lead to Bill's secret coming out? Carter and Hope are drooling about Steffi in the Forrester main office. Hope thinks Steffi's plan to return to the company is suspect at stylish. Carter notes how shocked the Forrester family was with the preemption and replied in the moment. With time, Steffi may have been suitable to reason how stylish to move forward. Hope counters that Steffi has no way been one to back down from anything. Carter reminds Hope they're in control of the company and any move Steffi may try to make, however, they will snappily dismiss her if she tries anything funny. In addition, Carter thinks having a Forrester on board will help the company moving forward. They both agree they should keep their musketeers close and adversaries closer.